Hi everyone. I wanted to bring you into my workspace so that you could see exactly what I see when I'm busy in my room. First of all, I wanted to share what my paintings look like with my new frames. These are wooden frames that I make myself. I'm so proud of this achievement. It's taken a long time to get this right, but I've finally done it, and so my canvases will all be given a nice facelift. My orchids are always with me, they're blooming at the moment, and I've got a mini oven because I also do some polymer clay work and just a painting of a Dutch boy I did a couple of years ago. On the side facing me from the side of the table where I do my paintings is a shelf, and on that shelf I've got so many knickknacks and gadgets and just things that I use for all of my crafting hobbies. On the opposite side, this is the shelf that is to the back of me, all my paintings, and those are test canvases that I've stashed at the top of the shelving, and then all the supplies are there. So this is my table in the center of the room, and I'm ready to do this painting for you. So I'm using a house paint. It's Durham Wall Sheen. I've just decanted it into these 1 liter bottles or containers because I do purchase my house paint for my pillow in huge quantities, 20 liters at a time. So I find that these bottles really help. Once I've thinned it down with some water, it really helps me just to take it off the shelf and then pour it onto the canvas. So once I've got my pillow down, I just do some stretching. I think it's a little bit thick at this point, but I'm still going to go with it. If it doesn't work out, well, at least you get to see what happens when it's too thick, but I'm still going to continue. My canvas is a 40 by 60 centimeters, or otherwise known as an A2 canvas. I'm just going to torch the air bubbles. I do this once only right at the start of my painting, and then I'm going to lay down the puddles for the background blowout. My background today is olive green. I'm also going to be using a gold metallic as well as a rose gold, just those three colors, and I'm laying those puddles closer to the edge of the canvas this time, and I'm leaving a lot of negative space in the center. That is my intention. I know that those puddles are going to be spun off, but I really want the patterns to show up right around the edges of the canvas and give it a beautiful frame. So let's see what we get. With the style of pour, you really don't know what's going to happen on the canvas, and that's why we come back every time, because it's so exciting. My poly H2O is just polyurethane with some water. The rose gold was a little bit thick, and I'm just adding about a half a teaspoon of the poly H2O into that just to thin it down and get it to the right consistency to flow nicely on my canvas. So now that it's thinned down, I can continue with the layering, and those puddles are olive green, then the gold metallic, and then on top of that is the rose gold. I'm using about a teaspoon. That is a makeup spatula that I'm using, a tiny makeup spatula, got it online. And today I'm going to be using my white cell activator. This is my own cell activator mix. I still use the Amsterdam titanium white paint, but I don't use any Floetrol, and it is my own mixture. I've been working on it for over a year, and it works beautifully with the titanium white Amsterdam paint, and I'm so happy with it. I'm going to be launching a website soon, And if you live in South Africa, you'll be able to buy all my supplies. So look out for that announcement. It's on my Facebook page. So I'm using my blow dryer to spread out the cell activator over the colors first, and then I spread out the colors over that pillow paint. And once I've spread it out with the air from the blow dryer, I'm going to spin it out to give me a background design. I love doing backgrounds for my bloom flowers. I think it is just exceptionally uh, beautiful. It gives such amazing effects and just completes the entire painting. So do try this at home. If you like the style, then do try this at home. So the spinning will spread out those puddles and it's going to give me an abstract background. So I spin the canvas in both directions just for equilibrium and balance, and to get rid of some of the excess paint that's still on the canvas. Once I've completed the spinning, I take a step back, I look at the design, and I make the decision on where I'm going to place the puddles for the flower blowouts. The flower blowouts completes the whole package, the whole design. But sometimes I love the background so much that I'm tempted to leave it as it is, because you have to agree with me that that is a beautiful painting on its own, just like that. Would make a gorgeous, gorgeous painting. But I am here to do a bloom flower blowout for you today. So I'm going to be laying down some puddles for you. I'm going to start with 2 large flower blowouts and then assess and then make another decision. So you'd make decisions as you go along. I'm starting with the alizarin crimson, and I'm using about a 5 mils or 1 teaspoon of that bloom paint color, that's bloom acrylics. On top of that, I'm going to do the metallic gold once again, and then the rose gold on top of that. And I'm going to come back in with some alizarin crimson because I really want that crimson color to stand out. And so I'm doubling up on the alizarin crimson as you see me doing now. My cell activator on top of the color puddles will once again be the white cell activator. And then I'm coming in with a blow dryer. I first spread the cell activator over the color puddles, getting my shape right. And once I've got that cell activator spread over, it's time for me to blow out the petals. I do love these soft petals with the punch of color right in the center, and that white cell activator just adds to the dimension of the whole look of this bloom flower blowouts. I think that's just beautiful. Just beautiful. Spreading out the petals a little bit further. I think this canvas needs some more bloom blowouts. And so I'm adding 3 more puddles of color in the same order that I did the bigger ones, but this time I'm going to be using my mini air blower. This is an Intex mini USB powered air blower. It has got just the right amount of air pressure to mimic your breath. So you don't have to spend any energy on blowing with your breath. I know it can be so taxing. And so this mini blower just does a perfect job. It also prevents you from getting your head in the viewer's way. When we blow with our breath, we have to bend over the puddle, and so we're blocking the view from the viewer who really wants to see how that puddle is blown out. So I think this mini air blower is the perfect gadget to blow out your mini bloom flowers. So if you live in South Africa, you can also get this mini blower from me. I'm going to be listing my website details soon. Check me out on my Facebook page, Simply Be Fluid Art, and the link to the website will be posted on my Facebook page. So make sure that you join me there. Just rounding off the edges of the petals of those mini bloom blowouts, and then I'm going to do some work. I'm going to do some separation of the petals. I'm going to do some edging to give the flower some depth and definition, as I always do in my blowouts. Once I've done that, I'm going to do a mini spin, just a gentle baby spin, to help those blooms grow, to expand them a little bit on the canvas. So let me know what you think of the painting so far. Have you watched it thus far? What are your thoughts? Let me know. I'd really love to engage with you. And if you haven't yet joined my channel, please subscribe to my channel and join my pouring family. If you're back and you're still with me, still watching my video, I sincerely appreciate you. I really appreciate your support and your viewership. You will never know how much it means to me. So, my friends, it's time for me to do the edging now. I'm going to leave you at this point just for you to enjoy the last little moments of this beautiful blowout. Take care, everyone, until I chat to you again on my next video. Bye.